Okay, class, good morning. So, this is another chapter in the traffic engineering economy. So, we have now here the depreciation. Okay, so actually, there are several methods in solving depreciation of a property. So, by this time, I will just discuss to you the first method in getting the depreciation. So, we have here the straight line method. Okay, so maybe this is the easiest method in computing depreciation. Okay, so but before we proceed to our discussion, let us first define what is a depreciation. Okay, so depreciation, it is the decrease in the value of a property due to the passage of time. So the definition is very simple. Okay, so decrease in value of property due to passage of time. Okay, so but what are those terminologies used here? Okay, so we have here the so-called original cost of the property. Of course, when you buy a property, of course, the price of that property is called the original cost. Of course, it includes rent and then other expenses. Okay? We have also the so-called book value, which is designated as CN, or appraisal value or value of the property at the end of the end year. So this end year here, of course, is the economic life of the property, of course. Okay? N, designated as N. Okay? Or sometimes L. Okay? Another, we have the CL, which is the salvage value or scrap value of the property, or the value of the property at the end of useful life. Okay? Value of the property. So, if the useful life of the property, of course, is reached, the value of that property is, of course, the so-called salvage value, or sometimes called scrap value. Another, we have also a designation of D. So, of course, this is the uniform annual depreciation. Okay? Another is DN, that is depreciation charge during the end year. And then capital DN, total depreciation up to the end year. DL is the total depreciation charge throughout the entire life of the property. L is the useful life of the property. I is the interest rate per year. K is the depreciation ratio or depreciation rate. QN is the number of units produced during the end year. T is the total number of units produced. HN is the total or the number of hours in service during the end year. HD is the total number of hours in service throughout the entire life of the property. So, actually, class, these parameters here are those designation in all types of depreciation methods. Okay? So, that was already presented here, or it was already presented in this presentation. Okay? So, let us now proceed to the purpose of computing depreciation. Okay? The first purpose in computing the depreciation is, of course, to recover the capital. Okay? So, how you are going to recover the capital? If you will not set aside an amount for the purpose of recovering your first cost rather. Okay? Another is to charge the depreciation cost to the selling price of the product produced by the property. Okay? So, another, we have here the requirements of a depreciation method. Okay? So, of course, the requirements is it should be simple. Another is it should recover capital. Another is the book value must be reasonably close to the market value at any time. And another, of course, this is the most important, the method must be accepted by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Okay, so those are the depreciation method or the requirements of depreciation method. Okay, so we have now here the procedure or the formula in getting the straight line or the depreciation using the straight line method. So this method assumes uniform annual depreciation. Okay, so you will notice, class, that the payments or the amount to be set aside at the end of year are uniform, or at the end of years are uniform. So the formula now is, of course, so the depreciation cost is equal to the original cost, of course, of the property multiplied by the salvage value, of course, divided by the economic life. So take note, class, that the amount of interest in this presentation is not so very important. Okay, so you will notice that the involved parameter only here is the salvage value, the original cost, and the number of years or the property will operate. Okay? So, and getting now the depreciation at the end of n years, so that is, of course, dn. So that is, of course, the amount of depreciation multiplied by the number of years at any years, of course. Or simply, dn is equals to the depreciation d, which is CO minus CL over L, multiplied by the number of years. Okay? So, that is, of course, the value of the depreciation at the end of n years. So, for the book value at the end of n years, meaning this book value is, of course, the amount you are going to see, of course, in an accounting record. So, the CN, of course, is the amount if the property is disposed, of course, at that year or at any years. This CN now is the amount to be sold, of course. Okay? So, where CN now is, of course, the original cost minus the depreciation amount at any years. Okay? Or at in years. So, but anyway, class, maybe this will be very much clearer if we solve an example to this. Okay? So, let us now consider an example. A 30 horsepower sand mill costs 360,000. Brokerage cost is 5,000. Foundation and installation costs 25,000, and their other incidental expenses amounted to 20,000. Salvage value of the mill is estimated to be 60,000 after 20 years. Find appraisal or book value of the mill using straight line depreciation method after 10 years. Okay? So, take note, class, that the original costs are or is equivalent to all the cost, of course. So, that is now equals to 360,000 plus 5,000 plus 20,000. Okay? So, that is now equivalent to 410,000. Okay? 410,000. Okay. So, the salvage value, of course, is 60,000 at the end of 20 years. Or the life, of course, or the end, of course, is 10 years. So, this 10 years, of course, is the number of years where the book value will be computed. Okay? So, we have now here 410,000 minus 60,000. So, this is the salvage value over 20. So, the depreciation amount now is 17,500. So, you are going to set aside 17,500 in order to recover an amount of 410,000, of course, including the depreciation amount at the end of the life of the property. Okay, so computing now the book value, okay, or the depreciation amount at the end of 10 years. So that is 17,500 multiplied by 10, or simply 175,000. And getting now the book value at the end of 10 years, that is, of course, the original cost minus the depreciation at the end of 10 years. So, therefore, the book value now of the mill at the end of 10 years is 235,000. Meaning, if you are going to dispose this property at the end of 10 years, the amount that you are going to consider for that mill is 235,000. Okay? So, I think it is clear. Okay? So, another example class, so we have here, Miko has a motorcycle worth 80,000 when originally bought. So, miscellaneous expenses to fix his motorcycle is 5,000. The motorcycle is expected to have 3 years of service. After 2 years, he wants to sell his property. So, what will be the proper selling price to avoid loss using straight line method? Okay? So, selling price, meaning book value, okay, at the end of 2 years. Okay? So, original cost, 80,000 plus 5,000. That is equivalent to 85,000. So, the life, of course, 3 years and is 2 years. What is C2? Okay? So, the book value at the end of 2 years. Okay. So, getting now the depreciation amount, that is 85,000, meaning the salvage value is not included. So, it could be 0. Okay? So, divided by the life of motorcycle of 3 years. So, therefore, the depreciation amount yearly is equivalent to 28,333.33. Okay, so getting now the book value at the end of 2 years, that is 28,333.33 multiplied by 2, or simply the depreciation amount is equivalent to 56,666.67. So getting now the book value at the end of 2 years. So that is, of course, original cost subtracted with, of course, the depreciation amount after 2 years. So, therefore, C2 now, or the selling price of the motorcycle is equivalent to 28,333.33 pesos. Okay? So, very simple class. Okay? Thank you very much. That ends my presentation.